Sunbury crew was available at the time. They were on what we call a priority zero meal break, and it means that other than for suspected cardiac arrest or unconscious patients, we protect them to have a meal. So the next nearest ambulance, which was Micah 13, was responded from about 14 kilometres away. And as more information became available, because initially the information was that the patient was conscious and breathing with burns, as I understand it, to her hands and legs. As more information became available, we dispatched the helicopter, and we eventually did dispatch Sunbury as well. But look, I completely understand.
Yeah, Tony, that information must have been coming. Look, I do have some information here about what the CFA thought when they first saw the woman, and it's actually quite horrific, and I've decided not to use it out of respect for the family. But from what I've been told, as soon as the CFA had seen her, they knew how serious it was. So from what I've been told, they made the call straight away, and that it was quite serious. So can you tell me, when the ambulance control room, what priority did they give this woman straight away? Certainly.
So the information, based on the initial call, and I've got to be honest, Justin, I haven't heard the tapes of the call, so I can't comment on that at the moment. We will obviously review that. But on the information available, it was known as a priority 1 case, so it came across as a burns case, conscious and breathing, and on that basis, based on our dispatch grid, we dispatched the nearest ambulance that was not protected for priority 0 cases, which was Micah 13 at that time.
All right. So a priority 0, if it had have been classed as priority 0, stop me if I'm wrong here.
Sure.
Had that have been the case, then Sunbury would have been called and they would have dropped their meal break.
That's correct. If it was what we call unconscious, non-breathing, a suspected cardiac arrest case, or that type of case, then that would have immediately changed the circumstances, and Sunbury would have been immediately dispatched.
Tony, I think, look, I really don't want to go over the top here, but I think those original tapes need to be listened to, because from what I've been told, the woman was in an incredibly bad way the second the CFA had seen her. I mean, the CFA didn't even see her until they'd put the fire out, and then she was under a gum tree and they found her.
Oh, look, Justin, we will obviously review the circumstances of that call, and I appreciate the sensitivity. It's very clear what you're saying, that there was some information there we obviously have to have a look at. I haven't obviously heard that tape this morning, so I'm looking at the information I have available in front of me, but I can absolutely assure you and your listeners that we'll be reviewing the circumstances around that case.